Right, we're down at the harbour and we're going to try for some squid just here. We only popped down for an hour or so. We're not going to mess around too long. We've got a little crab wheel over the side as well, just for fun. And yeah, we're going to see what we can catch. Now we're filming you from in the van because it's still breezy, even though it's supposed to be no wind. There is a bit of a wind. We were going to go out further out the lighthouse, but it's flipping cold. It's a bit breezy, and well, we only pumped down just to give it a quick go, just to see if there's any squid around, really.
All the fish are here anyway,
Yeah,
aren't they?
yeah. Well, we saw some here last year, a couple, so we thought we'll give it a go here, and yeah, we might try again tomorrow. We'll see how we get on. We'll see what happens tomorrow. Right, let's get to the fishing. So I'm going to be trying this, which is a jig, but on the front of it I've got a light. Now this light, when it goes in the water, if you put a finger on it, you can see just the slightest moisture and it lights up. So we'll see if that'll bring the squid to it. Just an idea I've had. So there you go, it worked. The light on the jig. Literally, we've been fishing how many?
5 minutes.
I've given it 2 casts and I've just been jigging it up and down for a few minutes, 5 minutes probably. And we've got that. And that's with that flashing light on here. You see it in the water, it's amazing. Just does that. Gotta watch him because he's spitting ink everywhere. Right. Watch out, he's in the face. Turn him the other way, he's out spat. Gotta get the thing off now. There we go. Take a look at him. Oh, he's a dark one, that one. There you go. First squid within a matter of minutes. Right, let's try again. Let him de-ink first.
Yep.
Another one. That's a bigger one. The crack of that one.
Yeah.
There you go, another one. Yep. Two down. Yeah.
You got him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go. Another one. Little one this time. Right, we're about to head off. We ended up with the 3 squid. We'll probably show you them again when we get home. We've been here an hour or so, just a little bit of fishing. But now it's time to head off because it's getting a bit too cold now. So I'm going to go home, have a nice warm drink, and then get some sleep, I think.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. Right.
What, from the top?
From the top.
You better be quick because
Right.
that plane's on the way.
That's true, eh?
You better be quick then.
That plane is on the way.
Yeah.
Right, well, it's the next day, and last night was quite successful. We only popped down for an hour and we had 3 squid, so that was all right. We were trying out those lures with the light on. It was the jigs. and they seem to work. And we're going to try again tonight. Actually, we're just getting set up. It looks a bit overcast, but hopefully the rain will keep off, and we'll get back out tonight. And we'll see where we go with the footage with that. And if the video's not too long, we'll add that on to the end of this. We'll see. And if we obviously don't catch anything, then of course you won't see anything. Now we're going to show you a bit of the cutting up of the squid, and we'll show you some of the cooking if Rebecca doesn't eat them before I get to film them. She does like squid, so well, she likes a lot of seafood, but squid and crab, eh? Is your thing, yeah. So right, well, I'll quickly show you these lures, and then we'll head over to the kitchen for the cut up. Right, well, here's the lures we were using. This is just your general run-of-the-mill jig. But what we were doing is we were putting a light on. If you see here, I can hold it. It should show up. Hopefully that shows up enough for you. It flashes. It actually flashes a lot brighter, obviously, in the dark, and in the water it makes a huge difference. We attached that on the front, but we also were using this one, which is just the flashing light with a jig on the bottom. And the other one, which I used to use when I was a kid, which was very, very effective, in fact more effective I found than the jigs, was taking the jigs off, putting them on a wire like this, and then pushing this down through either a piece of sandeel, a piece of mackerel, that kind of thing, and then the squid grab the bait, and away you go. Now you don't even have to move this one around. You can just keep this one fairly static, and they'll just grab it, and you'll just see the rod bend over. But that used to be probably the most effective method I've ever used. But we'll be trying them again tonight, and we'll see how we get on and see which one works the best. You've never tried squid, actually. You've had many other fish. You pretty much eat them all. Apart from crab, he doesn't like crab.
No. No, he's more of a fish boy.
He is. Anyway, we're just going to have a coffee quickly, and then we're going to cut up this squid. We'll get this on film, but we were just looking at the pigments and the colour of the head, the way it's changing. You might see it, you might not. Pretty impressive. The way they change colour. Still active, even after death. It's like little flashing lights, eh? See it on the back as well, a bit here, look. The way it changes.
Cool. I've never seen that before.
Just step back. I've never seen the body change like that. Look at the colours change. That's remarkable, eh? Whether it was sharp on the camera, I don't know, but so the squid's been cleaned now. There's the 3 tubes and the 3 squid, and you've got some of the tentacles. The other parts that are left over, some of it will be thrown away or taken back down to the beach. And some of the bits that are left will be used for bait, actually. The meatier parts I can use for catching bream. It's very good bream bait. Now, one thing that I always find fascinating is this part. It's like the backbone of the squid, or the internal shell. It's called the pen, and it's pretty amazing. It's made of a chitin and protein, I believe. But the fact that it's totally see-through makes you wonder if it could have other applications in the world. I mean, you use plastics and that. What about this? Can it be made? How durable is it? Would it last? I don't know. I'd have to look all that up. But no, I always find these things interesting. Obviously, in the cuttlefish, you know it as like a white bone, and they actually have a different setup. But there you go. Right now, we're going to get cutting, then we'll cook it up. Right, so we're back down the harbour and we're fishing again. We're trying for squid once again. We're in a different position today. We thought we'd try something a bit different. Come over here. We've also got a trap out, a small like little lobster trap thing. We're going to try it. I don't expect much because we're not going to be here that long. And of course, traps you normally need to leave them quite a while for the lobsters to go in, or to see if there's any other crabs or anything that go in just for fun. So a bit of a fun exercise. Not quite as cold as it was yesterday. It was really cold yesterday, but we had the squid yesterday, some nice ones. So, like I said, we thought we'd give it another go. It's a bit of a darker area, this, but we've put our own light in the water, so we'll see if it attracts anything, and we'll get back to you if we catch anything. That was definitely a squid or something, or a cuttlefish that swam past. You can tell by its colour as well, the way it is. So we've been fishing for, I don't know how long now, an hour or so,
Hour and a bit, yeah.
Hour and a bit, and we haven't caught anything yet. Rebecca lost one.
Yeah,
coming up the wall, quite a large one.
I thought I'd hooked the bottom to start with. I thought it was seaweed, but when I saw it, I got it up sort of halfway and then it let go.
Yeah, it wasn't hooked on the jig properly, so that's about it. We saw one swim over. We got a light in the water, and we saw one swim over the light, but that's all we've seen really. So we might try another little spot before we go back, but at the moment we're not catching much. But it is warmer, so got its benefits.
There is that, I suppose.
Right, we're just going to lift this pot up that we put down. We haven't caught anything, so if this does anything. The bait's been pulled out of the trap. It's been pulled out. Look.
Oh yeah, yep.
There's a crab in there. Look the way it's been pulled out though. Mm. I reckon that was a conger eel done that.
Yeah, something like that. Dogfish maybe.
Amazing. So I don't know if you can see that, but the bait has been pulled out the neck. You see there, it might have been a conger or something to try to rip the bait out. You see the way it's pulled the trap in. We've got a lady crab in there, or velvet swimmer. And that's it. I'm going to put it back. You see that's got eggs, that crab. We'll get her out and we'll pop her back. There you go, velvet swimmer with eggs. There she goes. So there you go, that was a couple of trips down the harbour this week. Now, weather's gone back to what it was. It's pouring rain and blowing a gale again. Part of the reason we actually went down there was to film under the water at night. This is something we're going to be doing more of in the future, is dropping cameras in, a bit like the boat. We're going to be doing it at night time. So we were testing the equipment out. Unfortunately, that night the water clarity was not good. There was a lot of particles in the water, a lot of plankton, this sort of thing, and so the footage isn't great on it. But we did capture a few interesting little things while the cameras were down there, and I'm going to be putting that on the end of the video now. So I hope you enjoy it, and we'll catch you on the next video.